If you're thinking about selling your home in Folsom, stop. Before you call your agent, before you pick a price, before you let a single buyer through that door, watch this first. Because most sellers in Folsom are making at least 2 or 3 of these mistakes without even knowing it. And these aren't small things. We're talking about mistakes that cost you time on market, lowball offers, and in some cases, thousands of dollars left on the table. I'm going to walk you through the 7 biggest mistakes I see sellers make right here in the Folsom market and exactly how to avoid them. I'm Mark Coach Soto, your Folsom and Foothills Realtor. I've helped homeowners all across this area navigate the selling process, and after doing this long enough, I've seen the same costly mistakes come up again and again. Let's get started. Here's the thing about buyers. They decide how they feel about your home within the first 30 seconds of walking through the front door. 30 seconds, that's it. And the number one staging mistake I see? Sellers stage the inside and completely forget the outside. Buyers are forming their opinion before they even open the door. If your driveway is cracked, the shrubs are overgrown, the front door pane is peeling, or there's zero personality on that porch, they are already mentally checking out. In Folsom especially, where neighborhoods like Broadstone, Willow Creek, and Empire Ranch have gorgeous curb appeal as the standard, your home needs to compete on the outside just as hard as the inside. Fresh mulch, a painted front door, clean windows, potted plants. It costs a few $100s and it can absolutely make or break your first showing. I know you love your home. You've put money into it, memories into it, years into it. And every seller wants to get top dollar. That's completely fair. But overpricing your Folsom home in today's market is one of the fastest ways to guarantee you don't get top dollar. Here's what actually happens. Serious, pre-approved buyers are shopping with their agents. Their agents are pulling comps. They know what homes in your zip code are worth down to the street level. The moment your home is priced too high, it gets skipped, or worse, it sits. And when a home sits in Folsom, buyers start asking questions. Why is it still on the market? What's wrong with it? That stigma is real and it follows your listing. The sweet spot is pricing it right from day one, which often creates competition and can actually push your final sale price higher than an inflated starting price ever would. I see sellers try to save money here every single time, and it costs them every single time. Over 95% of buyers start their home search online. The photos are your first showing. If your listing photos are dark, blurry, taken with an iPhone in portrait mode, buyers are scrolling right past you. Folsom homes, especially in the $600,000 to $900,000 range, deserve professional photography. We're talking wide-angle lenses, proper lighting, maybe aerial drone shots if you've got a great lot or backing to open space. These images are doing the selling before a buyer ever sets foot inside. A professional real estate photographer runs $200 to $400. On a $700,000 home, that's nothing. Skip this and you're gambling with your biggest asset. You'd be surprised how many sellers prep the big stuff, paint, staging, cleaning, and completely miss the details that buyers notice immediately. Here's the checklist most people skip. Burnt out light bulbs. Buyers flip every switch. A dark room feels like a problem room. Squeaky doors and sticky drawers. These are tiny, but they signal deferred maintenance. Odors. You're nose blind to your own home. Ask a friend to do a smell check. Pets, cooking, must. These things linger and buyers remember them. Grout and caulking. Kitchens and bathrooms sell homes. Dirty grout and cracked caulk in those rooms tells buyers the home hasn't been cared for. And cabinet interiors. Yes, buyers open everything. Clean them out, wipe them down. These are the details that separate a home that shows well from one that just shows. I get it. It's your home. You're proud of it. You want to answer every question. But sellers being present during showings is one of the most common and most damaging mistakes you can make. When you're home, buyers feel like guests. They rush. They don't open closets. They don't linger in the backyard imagining their future. They feel watched and they leave faster. Buyers need to fall in love with your home, and they can't do that when you're following them from room to room, pointing out the new water heater. Go grab coffee in Old Town Folsom. Let your agent do their job. Give buyers the space to connect emotionally with the house, because that emotional connection is what drives offers. 6. Here's a mistake that shows up on inspection reports and kills deals. Sellers who wait to fix known issues instead of addressing them up front. Buyers in Folsom today are savvy. Most are getting inspections, and when that report comes back with a long list of deferred maintenance items, one of two things happens. They renegotiate the price or they walk. A few $100s in repairs before you list can prevent a buyer from asking for thousands in credits later. The smarter move? Get a pre-listing inspection on your own. Know what's coming. Fix what you can. Disclose what you don't fix. That transparency builds trust with buyers and protects you legally. The last mistake, and this one's big, is treating your home like every other listing instead of marketing it. Folsom is a competitive, desirable market. Buyers have options. So what makes your home the one they choose? You need a story. What's special about your street, your neighborhood, your lot? Is it backing to the Humbug Creek Trail? Walking distance to top-rated schools in the FCUSD? Minutes from the Intel campus for tech buyers? Close to Palladio, the lake, the American River Parkway? Folsom buyers aren't just buying a house, they're buying a lifestyle. Your listing, your photos, your description, your marketing should all speak to that. A generic listing with 8 bullet points doesn't cut it when you're competing for buyers who have 30 tabs open on Zillow. Work with an agent who knows how to tell that story, because the right marketing doesn't just attract more buyers, it attracts the right buyers who will pay the most for what your home offers. So there you have it, the 7 biggest mistakes Folsom sellers make when they list, and exactly how to avoid every single one of them. If you're thinking about selling your Folsom home, or you're just starting to explore what it's worth in today's market, I'd love to have that conversation with you. Hit follow, drop your questions in the comments, or give me a call at 916-532-3514. And if this helped you, share it with someone who's thinking about selling. I'll see you in the next one.